Hello. Hey guys, I am committed to showing you guys the progress of this project as much as possible. So I was fully working on the project and I've just finished one yarn and I wanted to pop back in and show you guys what we've done. Actually, you might not hear me. One second. I have the wrong mic on. Hello. I'm just sorting out the music, not the music, my audio. Hi on TikTok. I'm also on live on YouTube. So if you see me looking at two different things, it's because my phone is right in front of me for TikTok and my camera, which I'm using for webcam, is right here. So of course I'm gonna be looking on two directions. Hey, but if you guys have any question, please make sure to ask. I really excited with the progress. So this is what we've done with one whole roll of yarn. Like, you know how happy I get when I see yarn giving me value for my money. Do not play with me. And this is the yarn in question. We're about to start a new roll. So I wanted to come in and show you guys how much one can do before we move on to a new roll. I just absolutely love this yarn. It's just giving me value for money and I love it for me. So again, of course, still sticking to the same stitch as yesterday. Guys, it's actually like getting somewhere. We're fully getting somewhere. I feel like I need a few more rows and I'll be able to start working on the front panel. It's kind of like a V neck design, so I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm not gonna be wasting too much time because I really just wanted to show you guys the progress and I want you guys to be with me through most of it, so like it makes sense. I don't think anyone is looking at these videos for pattern, but in case you are, so it makes sense, so you kind of have an idea what is happening and what we're doing and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy because it seemed like two yarn would be good enough to make the front panel and another 2 roll of yarn would be good enough for the back panel, so that's 4. So I'm thinking 1 yarn on each sleeve or 1.5 yarn on each sleeve. Obviously when we get there we'll find out, but I'm really happy. The stitch pattern, the size, everything is perfect. I went with the stitch pattern and yesterday at some point I was regretting my decision because it's a bit tricky. It's not something I've done before, but I'm very much happy with how it looks. The finished product is very gorgeous, if I do say so myself. I hope you guys can hear me okay and all that good stuff. But let's get crocheting because that's what we're here for. How is your day? What are you up to? I'm gonna make a short video showing close-up of how I'm doing the stitch because I understand it's not always super clear from the live stream, but I'm working very hard to make sure I finish every project I'm working on this year, so you guys have to bear with me. Trying to remember how I attached the yarn last time. Like I always try to figure out where's the best position to attach the new roll from. Hello, hi, thanks for joining. So I'm thinking I'll attach it from here. That's actually not too bad if I do say so myself. It's there. That's the shorter one I can pull on. Okay, I'm very much gonna attach the yarn this way, but I just think I can do a better job in terms of making it even cleaner. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do first. I was meant to find out the name of this crochet stitch before I started this live stream. I know it's a back loop, either a back loop double crochet or something, but I promise I will find it. I went to bed after live streaming yesterday because we were on here for a while, and I went to work this morning, so I've been a busy bee, please. I haven't had the time to do any research. I've tried various ways of attaching like a new roll when crocheting, and honestly this technique for me has been the absolute best that I've tried so far. I don't think I'm going to be stopping anytime soon, except if I find something that is incredibly better than it. My goal this evening is to see if I can get started or even finish the front panel. But if I don't finish it, I'm fine. I just need to get started. I'm really hoping that I can pick up the right shade of yarn tomorrow, going to the store to search for yarn. That'll be the perfect color for this, so I can make the curves as well. She is growing. Sweater or jumper are the two things that I haven't made this year. I was gonna say and a jacket, but I wouldn't add a jacket to the list anymore because I've made a jacket that is almost it's about 98% completed. I can't actually wait to share that with you guys. So I finally made a jacket, the first jackets I was hoping to make this season. I have about 2 more I'm thinking of completing. If I get through to making those, I'll be very, very happy. So if I finish this jumper, I definitely want to make either a cardigan or a sweater. I haven't decided yet. And if anyone is wondering, I am freehanding this, meaning I do not actually have any crochet pattern that I'm following. I'm just using an old jumper as my measurements, which is why we have this mannequin sat next to me, so if I'm ever in doubt, I can double check and make sure everything is right before I continue. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to ask. I'm trying to see if I can leave this on here. My table is crazy busy right now because I have everything going on, but we're gonna make it work. I really would like to get a very decent yarn winding too. Need to find a good one. Ooh, if I could have a superpower. I feel like I've had this conversation before and I can't remember what I chose. Was it invisibility? I kind of feel like every power sort of have like an advantage and a disadvantage. Teleportation is cool and all, but can I control where I land? Imagine all the rooms you could go to or all the places you could go to if you could teleport yourself. But then I feel like invisibility is also quite cool because you can be in spaces no one even knows you're there. How does that make me money though? Because I need a superpower that makes me money with the very little to no effort, you know? I actually have to think about that. What would yours be? If you had a superpower, what would your superpower be? Because then that might give me some kind of direction. That's a really good question, guys. If you had a superpower, what would your superpower be? I need some inspiration for what I should have as my superpower. Can I be a hybrid? A collection of more than one superpower? Oh, mind reading. Being able to read minds. I feel like seeing the future would be very boring because that's like you've seen it all. So it sounds more like a problem than a superpower. This is a tough one. I guess I don't know what mine. Ooh, to be able to pause. That's a good one actually. I'm not gonna lie. To be able to pause time. I would say in this very moment, I probably change my mind in like a week or even a few hours. But in this very moment, if I could have a superpower, it would be speed. The amount of to-do lists I have. If I had a speed to get it all done, that would be absolutely amazing. Do you know how much I'm a procrastinator by nature? So can you imagine? Like I can just procrastinate to the last second and boom, 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 get it all done. It's already, you know what I mean? Yeah, that would be a very, very cool superpower to have. To be a speed demon. Well, not a literal demon before anyone come and find me and be like, oh my god, she's, but you know. But yeah, that would have to be my speed, my superpower. Right now, it would be to be a fast crocheter or just to get through my to-do list because wow, the more I do, the more I need to do. Like, what do you mean? Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Yeah, teleportation is all well and good until you literally land where you shouldn't be landing, if that makes sense. I do love going places though, so teleportation will be cool. My problem is you asked me what my superpower would be, and I'm just thinking about all the flaws with every superpower. She just assumed superpowers without any problems, no string attached, no problems attached. Then in that case, I think I'll still choose speed for now. Quickness, fastness. Because everyone's sweater is 24 hours in this Beyonce's internet, but somehow it does feel like I don't even have 6 of the hours, which is not good, is it? I can definitely do better with my time management, but honestly, I'm just a girl and I feel like I need more time at the end of every day. I think the saying is called time blindness. I know for a fact I have time blindness because I'll be looking at the time and I'll be doing stuff, but somehow I feel like at the end of the day, I have no time. It's crazy. That's why I'm very much an alarm kind of girl because I need all the alarm I can get to get me through it. At some point, I even started setting alarm for different tasks as well. I might go back to that. Actually, another superpower that would be very cool would be healing. Oh my god, can you imagine if your superpower is to heal? Heal everything. Then you just have to worry about not ending up in the wrong hands. It would be really cool if I had every pieces I needed by next Friday to put all of this together. Thank you for the likes. I am absolutely a foodie. I'm not gonna lie. So if I have to choose just one meal, it would not work. I have to choose a collection of all of my favorite food. I don't care. Especially since I'm dying. I mean, yeah, it would have to be a buffet with some of my favorite food. I'll have some of my favorite Nigerian food on there, of course. I would have some sushi on there as well. And I would also have a barbecue Korean setup. I mean, going out with a bang, I guess. Because I don't understand, how do you choose just one meal? That sounds like, how do you choose just one thing as your last meal? No. No, 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 no. I'm having it all. I'm having it all, guys. All of it. All of my favorites, anyway. I'll have me a good steak. I will have me a good, no, like by a good steak, I mean a Wagyu steak. And then I would have me some good fresh sushi with some, what's it called? Some miso soup on the side, because yeah, you need that. I'll have some of my favorites vegetables to wrap my Korean barbecue with a cheeky kimchi fried rice on the side, just those tiny bits. And I feel like I will put myself in a food coma before I'm even killed. Like, you know what I mean? I'll have it all. And then I'll have some, I'm not gonna say egusi soup. I know egusi soup is like most people's like default, because it's not. I would have me some like banga soup with some pounded yam. Just talking about all this food is making me hungry. And then I'll have some plantain with some fried fish, like proper patty, Nigerian patty jollof rice kind of setup, you know what I mean? With all the good fried meat and fried fish and fried plantain. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely eat it all. I don't understand. How do you pick one meal? Please. If you're making one meal, then you clearly did not eat enough, because that's how I see it. There's too many good foods for it to be just one meal. So yeah, it'd be a bit of Nigerian, Japanese, Korean buffet situation. It's gonna be an all or nothing type of meal. I probably have such good foods. People who are trying to kill me might even give up and join me eating, you know what I mean? They'll be like, she got taste. Let's give her another chance. I feel like it's so patronizing though. You'd be like, oh yeah, your last meal, as if you have a choice, but you clearly don't, because you're gonna die after it. Maybe that's why people just stick to ordering one thing, because they know they don't really have a choice. They've been made to feel like they have one. Okay, I feel like I'm taking this question a bit too seriously. It's not that deep, I promise. What will yours be? Let's see if I have any food left over for you guys after I've eaten it all. wonder if anyone is ever like, yeah, I would not be ordering KFC, McDonald's, Domino's as my last meal. I'm sorry, even just the thought of it is pissing me off. Like, you lived all this time in this earth, and this is your last meal, and you're ordering Domino's and McDonald's. What's the meaning of that? At this point, I feel like you shouldn't even be eating. Just be on your way. Domino's and McDonald's on your last, except if you're like a proper rural, I don't know, maybe you're coming from a well rural place and you were deprived of Domino's and McDonald's all your life. If that's not the case, I don't even want to hear of it. I don't want to hear about it. I'll literally be like, you know what, this person's not even serious. If I'm in charge of it, I'll just see the order. I'll trade away. I'm just like, please, please, please. This person is not serious. You're ordering KFC and McDonald's for your last meal. What do you mean? What's the meaning of that? Don't vex me. Don't annoy me. Please. Do better. Not me assuming there's someone ordering last meal. Oh, please. Oh, I have no one here is on that level. If that's what you want to order, please do your thing. I'm just a girl. I'm just talking. Because if you're the type of person ordering last meal, I don't think you're the person I want to be messing about with. So, promise you, I don't work in the prison system. So, you're definitely going to get your Domino's and your McDonald's. Don't come for me. I think this is our third row for today. I might do 4 more row, not 4 more row. I might do on the 4th row, I'll just take a quick measurement to see where we are. Oh, me and this yarn. I'm not even gonna complain. This yarn is absolutely so lush and soft and beautiful, and even more so, value. I think it's about, how much is it? I think the price is written on here, or maybe not. I had it open on the website a second ago, but I can't be asked to start looking through that right now. Because like I said, I'm going to try and do a fairly good amount today. If you're like still figuring out crochet like me, or you just want to do faster crochet work but you're not one of them speedy demons, because I definitely am not, a chunkier crochet needle, a chunkier crochet yarn is definitely the way for you. Like, I can't believe I used to do or try to do every project with like very small crochet yarn and needle, and I used to think, why is this taking me forever? Of course it's taking me forever, because what do you mean? Have you seen the size of your thread? I still love doing those, but not a crazy amount. I just do that as my pastime, because I actually want to start finishing projects. I have so many ideas in mind, and because my yarn is usually quite small, every season I wouldn't even do like 20% of what I wanted to do. But since I switched to my yarn and a few techniques and stuff, I have been getting through projects a lot faster. I think I'm going to, at the beginning of next year, I'm going to show all the projects that I've worked on this year, because I think I have a very decent collection. I've always seen when people do those videos, and I'm like jealous because I haven't got anything to show. But I feel like this year I do have something to show, and especially if I get through some of the projects I have in mind, I will have plenty to show, to talk about before I can, like, you know, move on to my projects next year. My nail tech uses an exercise ball instead of a chair, and she said it does her so much wonders for her back because then she's not sitting for a long time. I might actually get one of them and test it out. We almost bought a chair for my studio. The last time was in IKEA. I feel like I needed a bit more research before I can. But I can just sort of feel my back being like, what are we doing? After chilling on the sofa for a hot minute. If I get a studio space big enough, I will definitely get like a sofa. I love a sofa. Crocheting on the sofa is honestly one of the best feeling ever. But I had to make priorities for what I'm setting up and how I'm setting it up. But if I get a studio space where I can put everything together and still have a space for sofa, you guys best believe every live stream will be me on the sofa doing what I'm doing, because I don't want to say absolutely nothing, because this is not nothing, this is something. Guys, when I tell you I was fighting for my life yesterday when I started this stitch, now she's just free flowing and I'm so here for it. I'm not sure if I just finished the third row or the fourth row, but I think I'm gonna do one more before I measure out if it's time to start adding the next detail. So we're getting somewhere, we are getting somewhere. Isn't it wonderful when things work out? Actually, while we're here, is anybody watching Traitors? My husband got me watching Traitors, and so far so good. I've never watched any Traitors before, so we're watching the Celebrity Traitors. It's actually really good. I'm just very shocked as to how bad the Faithfuls are. Let's talk about it, because what is going on? How is Jonathan still there? Well, I haven't watched the next episode. I think we've caught up. I think we're all caught up. But how is Jonathan still there? That's what I want to know, because it's making no sense, guys. If you're watching Traitor, get on the comment section. Let's talk about it, because it doesn't make any sense. I feel like if you've had to bring someone's name up every single time, like every single week, they bring him up, and every single week they don't vote him out. I don't understand. Like, do these people not want to win the money? Their logic for voting is just ridiculous. So if anyone is watching Traitor, let's cause them together, because I am getting so irritated by some of that behavior. And he's even stuff like saying, oh, Alan, wouldn't vote her out because they're best friend. That's the person I'm voting for, because it's too cliche. You know what I mean? And even after a few weeks where you visited the idea, or you've just decided, oh, he wouldn't be the traitor because he's best friend, and you voted off every wrong person, shouldn't you then go back and be like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board? We thought Alan couldn't be the person just because they're friends. Maybe that's more reason why he would be a traitor. And, go with that direction. I just don't get it. Also, if you was on the show, would you want to be a traitor or a faithful? I feel like being a faithful sounds very boring. Especially since they're so bad at actually guessing who the traitors are. Yeah, traitors seem more fun. It's definitely more fun to be the traitor than to be the faithful. Because all the blind trust that's been going on with the faithfuls is just ridiculous. And it's so misplaced. Like, we have nothing to go with. We have nothing to go with. Nothing. It's crazy. Although I feel like based off what I've seen from the show, I would be terrible. Actually, no, I'd rather be a traitor, because either way, based off my personality and me speaking up and all that stuff, I'm gonna get voted out anyway. Everyone's just gonna be like, yeah, she needs to be gone. So I might as well be a traitor. So if I get caught, it wouldn't be faithful. Like for the faithful who are just like, I'm a faithful, I'm a faithful, and then they still get voted out. That's a piss take. At least if I'm the bad guy, it's like, yeah, sure. Hopefully I got rid of a few people before I get caught. You know what I mean? And also the traitors have been so bad, like especially at the beginning, they weren't even keeping track of what they're saying. They're saying all kind of nonsense. And I think I'll be voted out, not necessarily because I was caught, but necessarily because like people just think, yeah, she's so sure of herself. She's always got an opinion. She must be a traitor. You know what I mean? Based off like my personality, I feel like I would be voted out. Not so much so that I give them any reason per se. Especially if we're talking about this set of celebrities. I don't know if this is the first celebrities traitor that's ever happened. Because I've never watched the show till now. Yeah, anyway, their reasoning for voting people out or being suspicious of some of the people they voted out makes no sense. Oh, Claire, she's so outspoken. Oh, David, he spoke up after he never spoke up. Oh, Nico, he does this. It's just like, what is wrong with you? I know, don't you have sense? Tamika's one was still more of a freaking piece take. Nico's was very much of a piece take. Like, you can't just pile on someone for no reason like that. But it's giving the blind leading the blind. This is why I don't watch TV show, guys. Like, I'll be so invested. I'm just like, my husband have to be like, you need to remember this is just a show. Breathe. Because I'm just thinking, where's the common sense in the building? It's like, oh, talking about TV shows, just finished the sumo, what's it called? Wrestling competition that happened in London. That was such a fun thing to watch. Like, I don't watch wrestling. Well, I watch wrestling like WWE. I don't watch like any of the real actual wrestling where people are actually bleeding. I don't need to see that. I watch enough serial killer dramas and documentary for all that mess. Like, I don't actually want to see it in real life. Sounds crazy, but it makes sense to me. Anyway, sumo was really fun because got to really understand it and see all the different technique and see how like actual properly serious it is as a wrestling. Even when they were like a bit aggressive, it was still so much safer than most like other wrestling type thing, like boxing for instance. Not my cup of tea. Blood is something on my face. No, it just links from this. Oh, actually, there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is growing. Guys, this is absolutely so lush. I'm moving the mannequin so you guys can see. So I'm measuring from here just because, oh, okay, that's perfect, because I want to start adding I love progress. Let me tell you something. I love to see results. I'm a very results driven type of person. I love the process, but I also like to see results, you know, because it's not every day you work hard and not see the results of why you're working hard. I am not that girl. I'm gonna be using this to mark out the middle, because like I said, it's gonna be like a v-neck on the top half. Actually, before I do that, just one thing I gotta do first. I'll just tame this edge a tiny bit. The other one I don't need, just for the sake of it. Oh, fluffiness everywhere. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, ordinary counting, I can't even count. Brain cells gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So we have 47, which is not a very even number. Let me count out my 20 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this baby here is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, me. 1, 2, 3. And this is our middle. And here we go. We got the measurements to mark out the middle, and all is good. We can continue. So all I'm gonna do is crochet to here and then sort of slant it slightly. Wow, I cannot even speak. Let me pull out the picture for my reference so I actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, so sort of like slimline it from there. So not a bad idea. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. We got our middle. Let's get started. Seems like we'll be able to do the front panel after all, which is great news for me. A lot of turning and twisting, but that's because I want to be going in the right direction and not wasting my time having to undo anything. Crochet keeps sliding off the table, like stay still, girl. One of the mistakes I was making yesterday was making the tension a bit too tight, so when I went, life was good again. Ooh. Right off the top of my head, it would be, so the question is, if I was hosting a dinner party for 5 famous people, dead or alive, who would I invite and why? 5 famous people. The 2 dead, and actually 3 dead people, let's not lie. I would definitely be inviting Michael Jackson. I felt like he had so much he wanted to say. He said a lot with his music, but I also felt like there was also so much he needed to say or wanted to say that he never got around to saying. I will invite my good girl, Whitney Houston, for absolutely no reason other than the fact that she's Whitney Houston. I'm sorry, she's just absolutely right. I will invite Prince. It's just the vibe, the aura is absolutely given. I think it'll be, yeah, it'll be really cool. So far I have 3 people. I might just sneak Rihanna in there for no reason other than the fact that she's Rihanna. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. Like, if there's one person I would love to meet, that would be one person I would absolutely love to meet. I feel like I don't need any reason to invite her. She'll be the party. Like, She's the party. She's the life of the party. Not with Whitney Houston in the room though. I kind of feel like I have like, what was it called? Bits and pieces just floating everywhere, going everywhere. Just checking with my stream. I am not sure why it is stopped working properly. Just giving it a quick check. Guys, bear with me a second. My streaming is struggling, so I'm just currently trying to figure out how to reduce the bit rate size of it. Is that it? There, it has to be there, honestly. There, it has to be there, honestly. There are not many celebrities that I'm like, oh, I really wish I saw, but everyone I've just said I really wish I saw. And yes, I chose only people in the entertainment industry, because I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna invite a scholar or an artist, you know, or someone who is a painter. I don't think I care enough for a philosopher or someone who did something great like so. So if I'm being true to myself, I love music. I love, guys, look at my yarn. This is not acceptable, is it? So now a girl needs to actually I'm here busy blabbing about people. I don't know though, because now that we're talking about the list, I feel like I would also want to invite, oh, what's his name? The actor. Can't believe I forget his name at the most important time that I need to remember his name. Anyway, let's focus on adding a new roll of yarn, because I am not having anything unpleasant. Yeah, all musicians. Well, Chadwick is not a musician, to be fair on him. He's an actor. So mostly musicians. I love music. Music is life to me. There's just, I can't imagine life without music. So I would definitely invite all musicians. Can you imagine just having them partying and playing good music? Yeah, that'll be sick. Can't believe I found such rubbish stretch on my yarn. It's actually not good enough. So this is my one. Okay, I think to get started, I might just, guys, I'm coming to where I have the measurement here. Don't know if you guys can see. So this is the center of this project for the front panel. So because I wanted to give me that gorgeous V neckline that we're going for, I'm just gonna add one more here. and then move on and flip it. On a side. So now, as you guys can see, we're only doing one half of the jumper. Yeah, I feel like Chadwick would be really cool to have in a room. Maybe I should have done one list for people who are no longer with us and then one list for people who are still here. Because there are a few people I would like to add to the list, but 5 is just not enough. That's who I was trying to remember his name. I would love to have Denzel Washington in the room as well, but he would go for the people who are alive. Okay, so Rihanna, Denzel Washington, people who are alive. People who've passed on sadly: Prince, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Chadwick Boseman. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And one more person. Who would I add to that list? I would add Nelson Mandela to the list. I feel like he would love a good party. Like he would love to just be in a space where he can be himself. Actually, I don't know. Nelson Mandela or Fela Kuti. Oh, who would I add to that list? This is so hard. Okay, that's a bit better. 1, 2. flip it around. Guys, it's coming together. It is absolutely coming together. I think I can make this. Mm, mm, mm. Hi, hi, hi. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I know I'm all serious now because I feel like I'm at a stage where I just don't want to make any mistake. I need her to be absolutely perfect. I'll say for my first jumper, we've done pretty well. I've only done fogging ones, and I feel that's absolutely impressive because even when I'm working on something much smaller, I still need to do so much to it, like in terms of just getting the foundation off. So I want to keep it that way as much as I can. I think I actually prefer crocheting separate pieces and sewing them together. Even if I absolutely hate sewing, I just feel like it gives a better structure than when I try to do them in one piece, because I'm sure if I really wanted to, I can make this a continuous piece all the way to the back, but I wouldn't do that. Just because I want to have a better structure for when I put it all together, so it just lines better. In my opinion, it frames the body much better. time to turn it around. Oh, two messages. Sorry guys, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Just that I haven't even been checking. Well, apparently there's two messages that I can't see, so I'm not even sure. We are progressing, and that's all that matters at this point. Usually I would go on to this next hoop, but I think I'm gonna skip all the way to this. Is that enough? Yeah, I think that's enough. That's good enough. Okay. No, that is not what we want. That's a bit better. Okay. We getting there. Actually, let me see what she looks like. Pretty good. I might do 2 more rows on the side, then flip over to start on the other side, just so I can measure it out properly. Ooh, I do like the Marvel universe. What movie universe would you like to be in? Nah, I think I would be Marvel's. Is Wolverine the Marvel universe actually? Now that we're talking about it. I don't even think I've watched any of the Star Wars, if I'm being honest. So yeah. When it comes to movies, I'm so clueless. Like, I could watch a film today and forget it today. It's honestly that bad. Don't ask me names of films, don't ask me names of actors. It is so bad. It's borderline and embarrassing. But I'm not going to even make any excuse for myself. It's just how my brain doesn't function that way. And I can't force my brain to function how she doesn't function. So it is what it is. But if you're talking about movies and music, that is where you got all of my attention. I think I'm just generally really bad with names. You know what? You're not the only one asking for a poncho. I would add that to my list, my ever long list of things that I'm going to definitely try and get around to. It's like a poncho is right up on everyone's street, isn't it? Absolutely have to. I don't think I've ever made a poncho actually. I might have to give that my make that a challenge for myself or something. What color would you want the poncho in? Or what color should I make a poncho in? I have a feeling I should add one more row here simply because I would love to cut it from this side because then it'll be easier for me to hide it, if that makes sense, because this is the seams and I want to hide it obviously where it can't be seen, but at the same time I feel like I don't need it. Ugh. Can we even see what's going on here? That's a bit better. So this is where she's at. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm gonna add one more row because it's better to have it than not need it than to need it and not have it. Before I cut off the thread and switch over to the other side. Oh, let's go have a drink. Black and red, that is such a classic color. But, okay, I'll think about it. I'll have to think about it. We'll add poncho to the list of things that we might get around to. It might not be the season at all, but we're gonna try our best. Next thing we're gonna work on would be the sleeves. I really hope we find the right yarn when we go out tomorrow so I can actually start working on the cuffs as well. Because that'll be so fun to get this absolutely complete and ready to hit the streets. I feel like some random person is standing behind me. Let me move that mannequin out of the way before she stresses me out. Every time I look up, I'm just like, who is that? And it's just my mannequin chilling. Oh, a crochet hoodie. I've actually done a crocheted hoodie before, and that was for a project that I was upcycling. It was actually a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be, but I need to do something with a hoodie attached to it, like a full-on crochet project. But yeah, I've crocheted a hoodie. That was quite fun. Or just the hoodie to go on a jumper, by the way, not the full hoodie and stuff. So that was quite good. But that's a good shot. I think I've seen a crochet hoodie. Surely I have. Anyway, how was your day, Kyle? What did you get up to? Was it productive? Okay. We are at the end of this one, and we can cut off any extras and move on to the other half. which I absolutely love to see. No, that's not what you need to do. And then here, do an extra one for safety. Drag out a crazy amount. Hi, thanks for joining. Thanks for likes. Cut this extra. It's quite a lot, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. I feel like I've said that a few times today, but it is honestly true. Remember, this is not for me, this is for my husband. So if it looks huge, it's supposed to. So this is what we have, and now we need to do what we just did here on this side. Ah, she's getting there, guys. She's absolutely getting there. Almost done with the front panel. I'm actually so proud of her. And then we can have our lovely v-neck that we wanted and we needed. So this should be quite good. I am excited. I love progress. Progress is my cup of tea. So I started this one on the section here. So this guy is going to be on here, and I'm leaving this one absolutely untouched, and I'm gonna start from here. Because I want the V to be quite pronounced when he has it on, because the design is quite pronounced on the design, so absolutely need that. So yeah, let's start from here. This is gonna make more sense than overcomplicating this baby. There's 1, 2. I know I done wrong. You guys have to be patient with me. I'm figuring this as I'm going. So we're sort of figuring this together. Okay, we got our 1, 2. I think I can actually hide this thread, so I'm going to hide this thread because that saves me so much time later when I'm doing cleaning up, so I don't have so much to be cleaning up. And there we go, absolutely perfect. The end. So next this one, and we come here. That works, but it could be better. Let's do that again. This one, this 2, let's flip. And now that it's flipped, take what we need from here. Then take what we need from here. Just gonna skip for the sake of the cleanliness. 1 and 2. Just trying to keep this pattern as clean as I can. I'm doing 2 back loops. How is it looking from your side, guys? It looks okay from mine. Well, let's just go with it. I know, right? I do feel like we have made a lot of progress. I'm very happy with it. Like, I'm actually thinking by next Friday live stream, I should have all the pieces I need and I'll just be assembling them together. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Halloween this year, I haven't even thought about it at all. I'm just not that excited about it, honestly. Maybe if there was an actual party, I would have been a bit more excited, but I know there is no party we're going to, or as far as I'm aware. So it's just, yeah, Halloween, yeah, another day. So to answer your question, I'm not dressed as anything for Halloween. I have no costume. I have no intention of getting one anytime soon. But on the plus side, I am going through my list of projects in terms of crocheting that I really wanted. So that feels like such progress. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's made me more excited this year than Halloween. Like, you know, like when you're on a roll, when your creativity is just flowing. That's how I feel. For a change. So I'm taking advantage of it before I crash. Okay, guys, I think we have. Can you see the V start forming? This is gonna be so cute. And this is why I hate having like any extras on the side. I just feel like it takes away from it, you know. But now we can start working on the section here and just all the way up. And it's all the way up. Oh, that's the song. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yeah, I thought it was a song with that lyrics. What are you dressing up as for Halloween? For anyone doing Halloween this year? We don't want to do too much with the dragons. Let's just stick to a plan. So no one is dressing up for Halloween this year. Is that what you guys are saying? No costume ideas, no parties that you're going to be at. What are we wearing, guys? I literally need to live through you guys since I'm not doing anything for Halloween. So tell me someone is at least making some kind of effort. Turn it around. Oh my god, a thought just occurred to me. Like, I need to check that both sides I have counted correctly. Because if I haven't, I will actually cry. I'm not even gonna lie, I would have to look for a back route to correct any mistake other than removing or unraveling or fogging again. I'm not doing that. I just don't think I have the hats to undo any stitch. I always used to say I'm not a patient person, but now that I crochet, I'm not saying that ever again, because do you know how much patience you need to crochet? I am a very patient person, actually. Thank you very much. Because if this is not patience, then what is? You know? Remember, if I you know that feeling when something is going so well that you just can't seem to believe that is going so well, so you feel like there's definitely something wrong? I'm beginning to get that feeling, so I'm going to check both sides real quickly. Okay, ignore the feeling. It's absolutely, look at it, you can't even see which side is which. Panic over, guys. We are doing absolutely fab. It looks exactly how it should look, and there's nothing wrong. I think because I was struggling a bit when I got started yesterday, maybe I'm kind of now struggling to believe it's going this smoothly, but sometimes the universe just gives you what you need. 3 hours here, 4 hours there, all makes such a huge difference. Good, good, good. I'm so excited that I can absolutely finish the front panel tonight. Just such a huge step forward. This yarn is going everywhere, but it's fine because it's getting done. I'm just gonna count how many I've done on both sides so I know how many I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 more to go on this section, and we should have enough on both halves of the front panel, which is absolutely brilliant news for more. We are getting there. Guys, I'm gonna need your help to keep track of the counting, because now what my brain is like, I'm soon gonna forget where I'm at. So one of the main reasons I'm even more quiet is because I'm trying to keep count, so I do not do too much. Okay, 3 to go. Two more to go. We are flying through this today. What is going on here? I like it. I like whatever is going on here. But still, I am very shocked and impressed. Like, what is actually going on here? Flip 10, 10, flip, flip 10. Come on. We are almost there. Could be better. If I counted correctly, then this should be our last row to complete this panel. So I hope I did count correctly. Feels a tiny bit darker in here. Now there's one of my lights giving up on me. Guys, I think the front panel is completed. Oh no, let's not undo it now before we even get to celebrate. Oh, I step back a little, and this is what she looks like. I'm so glad I didn't decide to make the bit in the middle any wider, because I think any wider would be silly when it's fitted. I am still going to be adding the cuffs, like finish it properly, so it's not going to be just like this, but it is a good start in terms of the design, I would say. We got our front panel. Not bad for a day's work, if I do say so myself. Absolutely loving it. So once we finish the second half, then that should be like the front and the back panel done, which is pretty good. I think this is a perfect length, but luckily for me, I live with a person I'm making this for, so I'm just gonna measure it against him and see how it's coming along. But I'm really absolutely loving this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again tonight. This was really fun. But I've worked yesterday, I've worked today. I've been a hardworking girl, and I've been on live as well, live streaming. So I'm gonna love you guys and leave you guys. The next time I'm hoping is gonna be the sleeves, because I'm kind of now hoping like for next Friday, because I live stream every Friday. But I'm kind of hoping that by Friday next week I would have had all the pieces together and we'll just be assembling them together here on live. So I'm gonna do more popping in to show you guys what I'm doing and how it's going. I'm very happy with the progress though. It's moving fairly quickly. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Have a lovely evening, night, morning, wherever you're watching from. Mwah. Speak to you guys later. Bye bye.